Hello, and welcome to another game of Bolt Action. Today we are playing Scenario 5 from the rulebook. Top Secret, it is called. We are in the jungle. This is my terrain today, and I've only got jungle stuff. I think it's the best, most exciting, definitely most beautiful. Top Secret, there is an objective in the middle, which is this piece there, the crates. And what you've got to do is that you've got to run up to it with an infantry unit. You've got to end a turn in contact with it, and then that unit counts as carrying it, and then that unit's got to get themselves off the player's board edge, quite simply. So this will be quite an exciting battle. We're playing 750 points today, and we are playing Japanese against Soviets again, although this time it is my Japanese against Anders's Soviets. And Anders's Soviets are the best looking Soviets that I have ever played against, mainly because I have painted them. I was a bit bored of playing against unpainted models, and I thought I just told him to leave his case with me, and well, a week later, the 60 of them were painted up and ready to go. So we'll have a quick look at the armies, and then we will get underway. This table edge closest to us will be my table edge, and the table edge on the other side there will be Anders's. And that'll be that. We'll have a look at the armies. See you in just a second then. And here we have the beautiful Soviets. I was going to base them, but Andrew said no, because I wanted to do them in a rocky kind of, but he said no, they have to be ruins. So I've left that to him. His army, his rules. Can't say anything. I'll just get down low here to have a good look. We will start in the red corner. We have a regular first lieutenant. We have a artillery observer, a inexperienced commissar, the heroes of the nation, the 12 inexperienced with anti-tank grenades. We've then got a section of 11 men, 2 LMGs regulars. They are the Home Guard, I think, or some variant, Royal Guards, something along those lines. We have another section of them here, 11 men. They count as being at full strength at 11 men, which would come in handy in this scenario, considering that we have to, we're basically coming on as reserves from turn 1. So there's no first wave, so being full strength will be very useful to re-roll the order check to come on. Behind these guards, we've got 5 SMG men. And then we were going to have the beloved Thomas the Tank Engine. But today we've got Sherbet the Herman. We had to borrow one of my Sherman tanks. The Russians did use Sherman tanks, so it's legit. And it's just standing in for a T-34 really, but we'll be playing it as a Sherman today, as the Russians can bring a Sherman. So there we have it. That is the Russian army, and I shall just show you mine. And here are the Japanese. Starting to get into the swing of playing Japanese again. Alright, so we've got a second lieutenant with 2 men, all 3 of them with rifles. We've got a light howitzer. We've got a medic. We've got an inexperienced anti-tank man. I've always thought that's a bit funny. I've never really understood how you could be experienced at his job. I suppose you could be a hardy person, but then we've got the wave of Japanese, which is 4 sections of 12 regulars, all armed with rifles. Some of the NCOs have even got swords on. Although there's no bonus rules for that. And some of them are carrying banners, but this is all just rule of cool. This is all just to be looking cool. And then we've got these two trucks, and I have just finished painting these trucks up. I wanted the trucks in the army, as the scenario is to get into the middle quickly. So 2 trucks, 13 men can be carried with MMGs. They will probably fail their order test to come on. They are regulars, so no hindrance there. It will just be typical luck for them to stay in reserve all game. So that is my army, and we will get on with turn 1. See you in a bit. Here we are during turn 1. The Japanese have had most of the dice out of the bag, and most of the units have actually managed to come on. Actually, all of the units have managed to come on. We've got the light howitzers come on over there with a bit of a field of fire. We've got a 12-man unit there, a truck, the officer, and another 12-man unit. Anders has brought on his conscript unit over there, and his artillery observer failed to come onto the board. We've agreed with the terrain that you can see through one piece of terrain, one piece of wood, but if you are shooting through 2 pieces, then you can't see, and there's no line of sight. If you're in one piece and then you're seeing through another piece, then that's okay. So if the officer here moves into this woods, then he could shoot at the conscripts behind that woods, but at the moment they cannot see each other then. Anyway, my truck here has got an MMG on it, and we are opening fire at the conscripts over there. We are at long range. We've moved, and they are at soft cover, so we'll be needing 6s. 5 dice. Here we go. All misses, so nothing better going on there. And we'll carry on bringing stuff onto the board. Next dice is... it's white. Now that is very good for my guys who are going to get out of the truck. Okay, see you in a bit. The guys got out of the truck and have run up to the objective. And Anders got the next dice and has brought on his double LMG squad. And they're going to open fire. I asked him why he didn't put him in the jungle, and he said because he's a bit of an umpty. Well, there we go. There we have it. So we'll come over to the dice tray. We've got 8 dice from the LMG opening fire on my poor guys in the open. So it's moved, and we are in short range, so I believe it is only 4s to hit. Take it away, Anders. Oh boy. 3. Below par. That's a pin for the guys. And then how many poor souls leave us? Just the 1. Well, we could take that. 1 pin, 1 guy goes. We'll take this guy right off the edge and we'll carry on. So, apparently it was my turn to be a bit of an umpty this time. Obviously, Anders has got more than just the 2 LMGs in that unit. He's got an additional 7 rifles. So, 5s to hit. Let's see what he does. 1, 2, 3 again. God, blimey. And that's 2 dead and a 6. Nah, just another 2 gone then. There you go. Suits me right for being all cocky, thinking that was all the firing done. Right, we'll crack on and see what else happens then. The Russians are coming up through the jungle with the double LMGs. They've come on and they're lining up a shot against these poor Japanese on the objective. So we'll get over to the dice tray. We've got the same ratios as it was before. 8 dice on 4s. Deary, deary me. Oh, there's a 1 hit. It's a 6. Let's see if it's the NCO. No, so just the 1 guy goes, but then this time, Harvey's not going to forget, we've got the other 7 rifles. hitting on 5s. So that'll be 2 pins for that unit now there then. Is that just the 1? 2? Yep, sorry. Oh, a 6. Oh, so that's 2 gone. Another 2. Thinning out pretty quickly, these guys. And another pin on. It's 5 guys lost from that unit. And another pin. And Anders has brought on his first lieutenant, who's hiding at the back. Typical Russians. And then we've got the 5 SMG guys who have crept up on the side there, perhaps with a target in mind. Who knows, who knows. I then got the next dice and have brought my truck on to hammer back some return fire. So 5 dice. It will be on 5s to hit. Long range moved. No harder than that. So let's see what we get. Oh, 2 hits. Now that's what we're talking about. Have a pin. And have a guy dead. And it's a 6. Now let's see. Oh, I saw the 6. I saw the 6. So just the 1 guy dead. And a pin on those guys. Right. Okay. We are actually in the middle of turn 2 now, or a couple of dice in. At the end of turn 1, Anders attempted to bring in Herbert the Sherman. Humpty Dumpty, bit of an umpty. Didn't come in. First dice out of the bag for round 2 was Russian. And he tries to activate his tank again. And the tank's not having it. He's on holiday. He obviously on some beach somewhere. He's not joining the battle today. He's decided not to show up. Third dice was the Japanese. Oh no, second dice for the Japanese turn 2 was this unit here. They were up on the objective and picked the objective up. So we've put a little marker underneath this guy to symbolise that he is now carrying the objective. And remember that anybody who is within 1 inch at the end of the turn, within 1 inch of him at the end of the turn, can receive the parcel or objective. They can pass it on, pass the parcel. However, the next dice was Russian. And Anders has ferociously moved up some Russians into the rice field or whatever it would be. And is opening fire on the unit carrying the objective. So we've got the 2 LMGs again in short range. They've moved. And that's it. So we're at 8 dice on 4s. Let rip. That's it. Is that the... yeah, 3 hits. That's good. Let's see if you kill anyone. 2 guys go down. And then we've got... is it 6 rifles now then? Because one of them did die last turn. 6 rifles on 5s. Long range and moved. 1, 6. That's a 4th hit then. And another guy's gone. So is that 3 dead then? Yep. So, bit of casualty taken there then. I nearly forgot my medic is in range of these guys as they took 3 casualties. I did roll 3 dice. Sorry guys, I didn't catch that on camera. But I rolled 2 5s and a 3, so nobody saved. So he's going to be sacked unless he saves at least 2 people. Anders received the next dice and was leading from the front with his first lieutenant and his SMG. And he's shooting over that rather large bush and at these guys here in the open. I will not go down. I will stand up. So it's 2 shots. It's long range. It's soft cover. So we're on 5s.
And I moved 6.
SMG.
No. Okay.
Well, serves you right for missing the tin. Right, we'll carry on. I forgot to mention that Anders didn't only draw the first dice, but he issued a snap 2, and his conscripts have now advanced up. Focus. There we go, they've advanced up, flattening the trees. There were 3 sections of trees in there. Now there are actually 3 trees, but only 2 squares. It's floating around at the back. Oh my. They are going to open fire over here on the targeted unit. And it's 12 dice, long range. They have moved, but they are also inexperienced. So we are looking for 6s. 1, 2. You need to clear a dice. Camera's not picking that up. 2 hits, let's see what you get. 6, go on. Oh, a guy dies. Oh, hang on. I'm not going to forget this time that my medic... Oh, another 5. So that's another guy gone and another pin on that unit. Okay, the third dice of the Snap 2 has been issued to the guys in the rear jungle. Sounds a bit funny. And they've advanced out into the open, which is very unlike Anders. And they are going to be shooting at the objective. Quite right. So, formed a bit of a nice kind of firing line here. It's a bit of a shame that I'm on the way out of the board. It'd be quite nice to bring it on, really, to give him a good battle. So let's see. We've got 8 dice. It's long range moved. No, short range for the LMGs. It's just moved. So 4s to hit. Now hit them in the tray. 3 hits with the LMGs. And let's see what you get. Oh, 1 guy dies. Right, we'll just put that to one side so we don't forget. And then the rifles, is it 7 rifles? I think so. Here we go. Oh boy. And they were hitting on 5s, yeah? Because long range and moved. So 4 hits. 4 additional hits, I should say. Just the 1. Just the 1. Rats. Says Anders. Alright. Pin on them and they're going to go. Having too much fun today. I drew the next dice and I issued a snap 2 with my second lieutenant, so I moved him in closer to this unit and I have driven this truck up as you saw. We are opening fire on the 5 SMG guys over there. It is short range, but I have moved, so it'll be 5 dice on 4s, and Anders has said that he's not going to go down. Ooh, 3 hits. Let's see if we do some damage. Oh, 2 guys and a 6. No, so just the 2 guys gone and a pin. Here we go. The next few dice, what has happened? The SMG guys tried to activate but went down. We've got a commissar on the board. My 12 Japanese guys have run up in support, and this unit that were in the middle have decided to banzai their way forward to fight the guys in the wood. So it's a simultaneous fight as they are defending the wood. The rules are a bit nitty-gritty on this one. The way it works is that usually you can't assault into rough terrain, but because units are right on the edge with bases sticking out from the edge of the woods, you are allowed to assault. However, because then I'm not going to the closest figure, then it will be a simultaneous fight. So we'll get right into the action. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes, and Anders has got 12. So we are a bit outnumbered, the Japanese, but that's never stopped us before. And and we'll see how it goes. I've got 5 dice here, just get a 6th one. There we go. So, Anders, do you want to go first or shall I go first?
You go first.
I'll go first. So I'm killing on 3s because they are inexperienced. And they all hit, and that was only 6 dice. So I've got an extra 1 to roll. I'll just re-roll the 6s. Nope. But I will roll the 7th man now. And that's a success as well. So that's 7 kills. Let's see if the inexperienced can match. So 12 dice, killing on 4s. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. How many is that? It's 7. 7. So what happens now is that I lose all of my guys, and Anders loses 7 of his, and therefore, because my unit's been wiped out, then Anders wins. So good fighting.
And rolling for green.
And rolling for green. Yep, go on.
Is it 1 dice or 2?
1.
1.
On a 5 or 6, they're regulars. It's a 4. That was close. Well, I shall take the Japanese off the board, and we'll keep cracking on. Okay, the last dice are out of the bag, and they are all mine. My anti-tank man has gone down inside this truck, which has moved over there. This unit here, the 12-man strong, have advanced up into here, and they will be having a shot across at that unit over there. 1 guy is out of range, but the rest are able to shoot. And then my light anti-tank gun, light howitzer, is also shooting at that unit, which they can only just see. And it became visible with the laser pointer, so we have actually checked. But we are okay. So we'll do the light howitzer first. So a 6 to hit. Oh, a 5, that's close. So we'll just put that on the unit so that we know. And then I've got 5 dice here. That'll do. Question is, Anders, I guess you get soft cover there because there's that bocage in the way. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So moved, long range, soft cover, 6s, 5 dice. It will be 12, so we will re-roll a few. Nothing. Let's see, next dice. Nothing. And
2.
Last one, right? Because only 11 were in range. They all missed. Not a single 6. Obviously, bathing them in whiskey wasn't functional enough. They need better quality. Okay, we'll pack in the dice and we'll get started with round 3. Right, it is the first order dice of turn 4.
No, 3.
No, this will be turn 4 because turn 1 was up. And turn 1 was up all the way. Turn 2 and then turn 3. You're right, yeah. Sorry, turn 3. And at the end of turn 1, I switched the objective from that man to this man, who is my lieutenant, and he received the first dice and has run towards the edge, but he was too far away. I thought he would make it off in one go, but he didn't. So he's going to have to stand there and get shot for an entire turn and hopefully not drop it. We'll see how this goes. The second dice out of the bag was also a Japanese dice, and I've decided to activate the light howitzer, which will be shooting at the same target. So needing a 5, that target being that unit over there. So needing a 5, here we go. 3. Anders puts his hands in the air, turning that to a 4. Right, next dice. Herbert the Sherman has entered the battlefield, and he's lining up a shot at my lieutenant. It is long range. His MMGs were out of range. My officer was 37 inches away from Herbert the Sherman, and we've agreed that you can see through one piece of terrain. So it's long range, movement, and cover. And here it comes. If Anders hits this, He's brought himself right back into the game. This is the point where I play sad music. Unlucky, mate. And the next dice out of the bag was Russian. And Anders has done his brilliant snap 2. He has moved his officer up through the jungle and is now going to shoot 2 shots at the Japanese unit, who are not going to go down. He has moved up his suicide squad, as he calls them, the brilliant Russians, who are going to be opening fire with their LMGs on the main target. And he'll be needing 6s to hit there. And then his conscript squad will be shooting at this unit as well. So, starting with the lieutenant on this unit here, we need 4s. Let's see what he gets. 2 hits. Put a pin on. See what you kill. 1 guy goes. That guy's gone then. Shall we do the conscript straight away?
Yes.
Conscripts, they are... some will be in short range, I guess.
They are ambushing.
Oh, they're on ambush. Yep, sorry, they're on ambush. Because that's it. They're prepared in case I banzai forward. Then they get point-blank shots, which is a good move. So, the 2 LMGs will be opening fire. 8 dice on 6s. This is important.
Yes.
2 6s.
Nope.
3 6s. A 6 is a hit. There we go. So I lose a guy. And a pin is put on. There we go. Right. Next dice. Is white. Okay. And countering the Russian offensive, we have launched a Japanese banzai charge from behind the bush and are charging forward. So I get to fight first. We've got 6 of my brave-hearted Japanese versus 11 of the mighty Russians. Let's see what happens. I get to fight first, like I said, and then whatever survives gets to fight back. Oh boy. 1 dies. Not so good. Yeah, well, 1 is lost, so he fights back with 10. Let's see what happens. My oh my. What have we got? Is that 2? I think so. Just 2 go. But they are dead. So we take them off, and then we take one of yours off, and we carry on. So now we fight simultaneously. So the 4 dice from the Japanese kills 2. I'll just see if it's the NCO. Nope, so 2 more of the Russians are gone. And so, but you fight at the same time now, so 10 dice again. God, I was hoping to do a bit better with that one. And it looks like the Japanese are no more. Yeah, that's enough to get rid of them all. Good fighting from the Russians, only losing 2 in that then. Bit disappointing, I thought the Japanese would be a bit better. Oh well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Anders is starting to worry me now. He has moved up his 2nd LMG squad in the rice field over there, and they are opening fire on the main objective. It's long range, no cover, small team, but they have moved, so they'll be hitting on 6s. 8 dice on 6s. Come on now, let's see the 1s. Oh yes. Oh yes. Get in there. Sorry, Anders. Next dice out was... I believe it was the artillery observer. There we go. And he's placed it there. So he's hoping that the artillery will come in, slow my guys down, and then he'll be able to get some good final shots in. I drew the next dice, and I've run my truck up to put some bullets into that unit there. So we've got 5 dice, point blank. We have moved, so we are on 4s because you're in cover as well. Cover, moved, but point blank. Ah, that's rubbish. Next.
Squad.
Second dice out is going to be activated by my other truck. So we've advanced up, just short range in the open. 5 dice on 4s. We're shooting at them. So here we go. That's a bit better. Oh, sorry. Not even filming. I was too excited. 4 dice. Here we go. It's killing on 4s. Well, that's one guy gone. Almost as a success with my close assault. Anders is activating his SMG squad. They were 3 men, but he rolled a foobar. But he had his commissar, so instead of these guys panicking and shooting people, the commissar shot one of them instead. Serves them right. And now they are charging up to shoot at these guys. They are in point blank and... oh. Yeah, I'm in the open. There's no cover there. So we are on 2 pluses. So 4 dice. Let's see how many kills. Two dead. Let's see if he gets anybody special. No, just the 2 dead and a pin. The next dice was Japanese, and we are activating these guys. I had 2 pins. I rolled the order check. I passed on a 7. And now we are opening fire on that unit that I've already received a pin marker. I've got the pin, otherwise there are no further modifiers. One of my Japanese are outside 12 inches. So there we go. Be 8 dice on 4s and 1 dice on 5s. So I've got 4 dice here. Let's see how it goes. 2 6s. That's better. We'll see if they kill. We'll just roll them straight away. No kills. The next 4. They all miss. And then 1 dice on 5s. It all misses as well. So absolutely garbage. But another pin. We're happy with that. Okay. The next dice is Japanese, and we have moved them out, and we are going to be opening fire on the Russian unit over there. Long range, 12 dice. We've moved, cover, long range, so we'll be hitting on 6s. So we will roll the 6 dice, and then we'll roll 6 again. Blimey. 3 hits. We'll roll to see if they kill straight away. Probably miss them all now, because that's been the luck all game. 2 dead and 1 6. Nothing, so 2 dead, and then we've got the other half to shoot. 1 more hit. And that kills. Just kills another dude. So 3 dead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of turn 3, and quite a bit has gone on. As you've seen, could go either way. We've got guys moving in and guys moving out. Really am quite nervous about that artillery strike. Could wreak havoc. If it kills those 2 guys off, then he's going to be stuffed. I mean, it's the second lieutenant, so he gets +1 on his morale at least. And that's, I mean, we'll have to see how many pins he receives from the artillery, and then if he gets any additional shooting. My truck in the middle there will now run off as he is too close to one of their units, which is a bit of a shame. I could probably have used that dice. That perhaps was a foolish move from me. Perhaps I've been a bit too relaxed here, but it's about to turn. Hopefully not, but it might do. All depends on what happens with the artillery and who gets the first dice, as it always is. Right, we'll collect the dice and we shall resolve the artillery. There we go. We have quickly got rid of all the order dice. And now we shall roll to see if the artillery barrage does come in. This could be pivotal, to be honest. This could turn it. Lord help me. Let's see. The dice tray is over here. Let's see what he gets. A 5 is fire for effect. So Anders, go ahead and roll 2 dice. This will be to determine how large the circle will be. So a 5, so we are talking an 11-inch circle. So we'll just measure that up real quick. Ferocious. An 11-inch disc has come down and that hits the truck over there, the medic, this unit, and then of course the very important officer. So now Anders, I am going to leave it up to you. Which unit are you going to roll to hit first? The truck. Okie dokie, so let's see what happens. A 1. Roll the dice again, and it's D3 pins. So 2 pins. Need to get the pin thing ready. 2 pins on the truck. And that will be 2 pins on the stick man inside then. So which unit's next? The infantry, saving the best till last. Getting the pins ready now. Let's see what you get. A 6. Oh boy. It's a 4-inch template, so I'll just grab this. I haven't gone down with any of the units, so let's just check. I think that's pretty much all except 2. So again, roll for effect. You're on 10 dice because they haven't lost anything. So roll 10 dice, and it's a 4+ penetration. And anything but a 1 will kill. So go for it. 2 1s, so that means 8 dead, and there's a 6 there, so re-roll that one. Nope, so that's 8 dead, and then roll a d6, and that's how many pins they're on. A 1. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Well, he says with 8 dead. I'll get around to counting them all the dead guys in a bit. We've got I've got my medic still alive. Do I roll to save them then? I think I do. Or as the artillery barrage is about to hit her as well. Go on, let's just see if he, I suppose, gets hit. Okay, so he gets pins. Go on, just roll to see how many pins we're on. So just the 1 pin. But I will see then, as he didn't die. No, HE. You can't save from HE. So those 8 guys remain dead. And now, the one we've all been waiting for. The guy sitting on the objective. Let's see how bad it is. Hopefully he's already had his 6. It's a fucking I don't know if you can get them all. I think they might be a bit too spread out, Anders. 2 dice. Let's see then. No one. Oh, just a pair of 1s. Snake eyes. Come on. They're gone. That's it. They dropped the objective.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I'm going to get this tidied up and then I'll show you what it looks like. But it's not looking good. Alright, see you in a bit. Okie dokie. The first dice out of the bag was Japanese. Thank the lords. I cannot believe that thing died. And I've activated this unit over here. I got their pin off, jumped behind the hedge, and they're going to open fire on this unit over here, who already have the 1 pin. 4 dice, 6s to hit. And a 6, that's good. Another pin, that is exactly what we want. And it's a guy dead. Perfect. Anders and I cannot quite believe how this game has turned. What an event. The second dice is out. And it's a white one. we're in luck. And we're activating this beast of a light howitzer, and we're firing at this unit here in the open. So it's a 4 to hit because we are actually at long range, and a good hit here would cause carnage. And it's a 2! Ah! Ah, my days. Alright, so we'll get on with the next dice. The next dice was Japanese again, and I was going to move my truck forward to have a shot, or was I going to stand still and shoot at that unit there? But they failed their order check with the 2 pins, and they reversed backwards as they are supposed to. The next dice was a Russian one, and the Sherman, Herbert the Sherman, has decided to activate and has moved up and is going to shoot his cannon at my cannon with a 5 to hit. And then his MMG, whole MMG, is going to shoot at the 4 Japanese guys over here with 6s to hit. So, which one are you doing first? The cannon is first, so a 5 to hit. A 3. And then 5 dice on 6s. 2 6s. So that's definitely a pin. And let's see how bad it gets. 1 guy dies. Okie dokie. Right, the next dice was a Soviet dice, and Anders has activated a Snap 2 with his first lieutenant. And his first lieutenant, who is there, yep, he moves first and has moved out and is going to shoot at the Japanese. I don't know if we got point blank. Yep, point blank, so that will be 2s to hit then. Good, 2 hits. I'll put the pin on them. And then 4s to kill. Nothing. We've got the little SMG unit there moved up. Also at point blank on 2s to hit. 1 miss. Let's see if they kill. They managed to kill 1. And that's another pin for them. And then we've got the conscript squad have moved up, and they are going to shoot as well. Are they point blank as well then? All of them? Yep, they're all in point blank as well. So they've just moved, and then they're conscripts, but then they're point blank, so 4s. And they get 1 hit as well. Let's see if that kills anybody. And it doesn't. So that's an additional 3 pins for that unit. Tough stuff. Okie dokie. This is just getting worse and worse for the Japanese. So we've got the next dice was issued to this Soviet unit with the double LMGs who have moved up into short LMG range, and will be opening fire on my 3-man unit right there. We've got the 8 LMG dice will be hitting on 6s because they have moved. I am in cover, and then they've got a pin. So, take it away. Show me the 1s. 1 6. 2 6s, sorry. God. 1 guy goes. Right, and then there's another pin on there. And now we've got the 4 rifles, which will be hitting on double 6s. And they all miss. So that's left me over here with the 2 guys and on 2 pins, but that at least makes them a small team. Oh, I've got my medic. Ah, he hasn't saved anybody all day. Why would he start now? Right.
Och sen 2.
Anders is a happy man. The other dice is for the 2nd Russian unit moving up with their double LMGs, and Anders says that he's already prepared 2 pins for me, even though he can only actually deal out 1 pin. That's how happy he's feeling. So let's see, it will be the same to hit again. It will be on 6s with the LMGs, and then the 2 rifles will be on double 6s. So let's see. 1, 2 6s again. He's been good shooting today. Oh, God blimey. And 2 dead. That's it then. They're gone. Kaboom. My, oh my. Another dice gone. Lordy, lordy, loo. Well, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Go on, draw the next dice. I want to see whose it is. It's red. God, right, okay. Let's see what he does. The next two dice were Soviet. We've had the frustratingly good artillery observer has moved out of the jungle and is carrying on the charge. He's been called Boris, and he was called Boris in another battle where he was absolutely brilliant as well. So hats off to Boris. And then with the second dice, the Commissar has moved up there and is shooting on the Japanese here. I think we're on a 5 to hit because he's inexperienced. He's moved. I've got soft cover, but he's point blank. So let's see. It's a 3. So no use at all there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the exciting end of the table. Because inside my truck is an anti-tank man. The truck being about 12 inches away from the objective. The artillery man, oh, you can hear Anders from here. Oh, I don't think you'd quite realise this one. Oh, no. So we're on 2 pins. He is inexperienced as well. I really regret that now. It saved 6 points. What a waste. 2 pins, inexperienced. We need a 6 or less to activate him, I guess. Because it's 8 and then it's -2. But if I do this, if I pull this off, then we'll have a dude on the objective again. And then if for some reason, out of my, 6 dice compared to Anders's 10 dice, I get the first one, then we could still win. So there is hope for the Japanese. But Lord Almighty, we could really do. I don't even want to roll them. That's how nervous I am. I can't. Oh my snake! Do you know what that does? That does the insane courage thing. So they get a free rally as well. So he loses both his pins. He loses. Oh my! This game is surreal. This game. Oh my! Calm down, Navi. You're on camera. Well, let's get my ruler. We are within the 12 inches. So hi. We have a man on the objective. Oh my. He's gonna. So that's a run command, and then we're gonna move my. We're gonna see if we can move the guy closer. An 8. That is actually passed for the regular medic, and we're gonna put him there because that gives him soft cover, hopefully, and then he can stand there, and we shall collect the dice. And what a game! Boy, oh boy, I am actually starting to shake. Anyway, professional back on. We shall collect the dice and see who draws the inevitable first dice. Crazy game. Talk about a one-man army. The Russians are storming in for a finale to try and take down this last man on the objective. There are 5 Japanese dice in the bag. There are 8 Russian dice in the bag. I don't know what the odds are, but there you go. 5 to 8 or whatever it's called. I don't really want... I can't even be bothered to draw a dice. Anders is holding the bag. We're going to come up. And we're going to have a look. And we shall see what happens. Anders, would you do the honours? Yes! Whoa! Oh my days! Oh my days! Well, that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That guy runs off. The hand is offered. I've got to take that. What a game! What a game! Oh my days! Because obviously, then my first dice would be my howitzer. No, I'm just joking. I've got to calm down now. Sorry. It will be the stickman running off the edge of the board. Wow. Wow, I've got no words for this, to be honest, apart from wow. I mean, like last turn, I was going to move the truck up and shoot with the machine gun. I didn't even think about moving the guy back and putting him on the objective, but that was brilliant. Oh my, I gotta say, how that has turned. I really thought I'd lost that. I thought I'd been too cocky and relaxed because I thought, oh, Anders didn't have any transport with him, and I was on the objective at the end of turn 1. And then when I had the objective behind this piece of terrain at the end of turn 2, ready for my officer without any pins, just to run off the board, I thought that was it. I thought I had this. And then the tank not showing up as well was a brilliant bonus. But wow, that artillery that came down knocked out 2 of my units basically. And those LMG squads were absolutely brilliant. Just taking everything out. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I cannot believe I've managed to turn that back into a win. Absolutely well played. Brilliant game. Probably one of the most exciting bolt action battles I have ever played, I've got to say. This was insane. Anyway, we've got to tidy all this up now. I've got to, what's it called? Consolidate Anders. Make sure he doesn't go away crying or anything. Because obviously I thrashed him, obviously.
Like how you did.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll get this uploaded, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.